everybody, to our workout today. My name is P1Fit, Travis, and we got ourselves a Mario-inspired workout. Beginner level, an opportunity for you to find an opportunity to move around a little bit today. This workout in and of itself should be anywhere around 20-ish minutes or so, which you can make it as much of that 20 or as little of that 20 as you want. The goal here is that you find a way that works for you in movement and a way that you enjoy, that you want to come back to. There's lots of options and progressions and regressions to each of these movements. You can add weight, you can take away weight. We're going to do all this stuff body weight based, so you can kind of get a feel for it. But have some fun with it. We've got intervals of 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off for each of these. We will be working through exercise 1, 2, 3, 2 rounds through. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll take a rest, and then we'll go into the next world is where I've got this built out. Our first world, 1-1, World 1-1, is a little bit more of a basic beginner, easier start, and as we work through the workouts, they get either a little bit more intense or a little bit more complex, so you can always add to it or pull away as much as you want to. Okay, other than that, have some water, have a towel, have some fun, put on your favorite Mario 64 songs. Brownie points for anyone who puts on a Bowser Castle theme. Super Mario World Bowser Castle theme is probably one of the best, or maybe some Dire Docks. That might be a little low for today's workout, but whatever you want. All right, I'm going to hit the timer, and then we are going to get into it. Yeah, thank you. All right. Actually, I have to find the timer, though. And let's get rocking. All right, so we're going to start with a Smash Brothers combo here. So Mario from Smash Brothers, we've got a jab, we've got a cross, and then this back leg is going to come forward into a front snap kick. Okay, keep this one low. We don't need anybody pulling hamstrings in the first movement. All right, ready? Let's do this. I think it's 40 seconds. We'll find out pretty quickly. All right, soften the feet. I will see y'all at the end. So again, 1, 2, snap the front kick. Let's go. 1, 2, front kick. 1, 2, front kick. Now again, I'm keeping my front kick nice and low. And the goal here is in the 1-2s. I'm actually using my core to turn my body. Now, anytime we move today, if you throw in some wah, wah, any of those count. Those all count today. I said the workout isn't for kids, and then I'm directly teaching to kids here. Then again, I am the guy who will probably make those sound effects as we go through in my own workout. I'm the one at the gym that people are making like TikTok videos about. Like, what is this guy doing? He's like dressed up in Mario costume. 3, 2, 1, rest. Chill, shake it on out. Next time we come back through that, we will switch it so we get the other side kick, okay? Right now, we've got 1 squat, 1 overhead punch. So think, pow block right above you, squat low, overhead punch, squat low, overhead punch. Ready? Let's go. Squat. Boom. I need the sound effects. Ba-ting, ba-ting. In our squats, the range is up to you, but just make sure you keep your knees out towards your toes. Activate your glutes by pushing through your heels, and then drive that fist straight upwards. 40 seconds with each movement gives you more than enough time to get a feel for it. I was wondering how I'm teaching 2 kids, literally 2 kids. 1, 2. All right, rest. This third and final move is going to be a little bit impact-based, and it's just going to be a jogging on the spot. Okay, remember at the beginning I told you you can dial it down or dial it up, however you need to, but 40 seconds, jogging on the spot. Whenever you're ready, and waha! Yes, waha! I like to go a little Wario with mine. If I'm just jogging on the spot, I can do more butt kicks, where I kind of take the heels back. Here's range 1. Range 2, and everything in between. Jogging, like so. Number 1, number 2, high knees. Or take it here and move the hands. Very Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey. Brownie points if you get that too. All right, rest. Chill, 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 breathe. We've got one more round through those 3. Those same 3. and we will we'll warp pipe onto the next world. Even sometimes they're saying it's like, yeah, I know it's cheesy though, but movement should be fun. All right, let's switch it up. We got 1, 2, and then that same back kick come through. Now, although Mario is, he doesn't teach you like kickboxing in the movement or anything, or boxing technique, what I want to think is I'm going to turn into these punches a little bit. So I turn, and I'm going to take this hand, and if I throw it back, it gives me a little bit more snap with the front kick. Okay, again, you notice I'm not getting too high here because depending on hamstring flexibility, I may not want to get too high. 1, 2.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yes, he does. You know it. Wouldn't be a workout if we didn't. Woohoo! Wahoo! All right, and rest. Hey, Seth. Oh, man, a full t-shirt is making me sweat today. All right, we go to our squat overhead punch. So again, my squat may be a little shorter. It's whatever you need to. Whatever you need to. Ready? Let's go. Now, when it gets a little easier for me personally, I like to increase the speed. Now, when I increase speed, I have to make sure that I'm keeping my abs tight, everything controlled here. Okay? Or you can get a little bit more deeper into the range. Again, body weight focus today. You can add weight. You can make it as difficult as you want to, but honestly, there's lots of opportunities on Twitch and a lot of different platforms where we can intensify the movements, or the movements are already intense, but not much that's baked into a space where it's easy to get started in. So that's why we keep it a little bit lower here. All right, rest. Yeah, there you go. Is there a cat? Is there? I don't think so. No. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. No, this is just everything I own is like Les Mills because I was sponsored for the longest time, and I've just got my whole wardrobe. All right, last thing, jogs. Jog on the spot, jog on the spot. Again, I talked about this. Here, here, here. Lots of different levels that you can take it, depending on where you need to be intensity-wise. So I'm going to do a couple high knees, a couple butt kicks. I'm just running through all little different worlds. All right, rest, chill, breathe, grab some water, grab some wood, bub. You think I was born yesterday? I'm gonna have you roaming these halls. A little water. First block, just like that, done. World 1, done. Into World 2. Now you've got 40 seconds here to just recover. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. Especially if you feel like your heart rate's been getting a little too high, take advantage of these breathers, okay? The recovery is meant in all where you're at in fitness and movement. Recovery is meant to get you back to normal so you can perform again. Being a little breathless is good too. Serene, welcome, welcome. What's up? How are things going for you? Being breathless is a little good, but also to an extent that you're like, wow, I need to chill. You might need to step back a little bit. Let me show you this next movement. As I said, World 2 gets a little bit more intense or complex than World 1. So I've got a lunge into knee lift. Now when I knee lift, I'm going to push off of the toes here, almost like I'm jumping up, okay? Very Mario-based jump. We're going to start with one leg and then we'll switch to the other side. Ready? Let's go. So I go lunge, I come forward, lift, and knee lift. Come back, knee, and lift. Back, knee, and lift. There's a little calf raise that's happening right here in the back of my foot, or in the grounded foot. Now, if you need to, as an option, hold on to something when you go into this movement. Give yourself some help, some stability, some assistance, because balance training is still strength training, and it's still difficult, even though we're working with just our body weight. I'm on my same leg here. 2, 1, and rest. Now breathe. Move 2. Now we get into a little bit of impact. Our triple jump. Triple jump for the old Mario 64. This time how we're going to do this, I'm going to step over to the left, I'm going to step over to the right, and I'm going to step neutral and jump. Okay? Some of us, impact might not feel good, so check it. You're here, you step low to one side, step low to the other side, step neutral, lift your hands as high as you can, push out of the toes, calf raise. Okay, so we're gonna get the calves and the hamstrings, or not hamstrings, the calves, really lit up today. Let's go. Step, step to the center. Step, step to the center. Wah! Wahoo! Yahoo! Yippee! Yeah, you got it. There it is. Yeah. And that's the thing with these movements. When we start adding in some impact, you may have to slow down the movements or add some assistance to it, and that's totally normal. Totally normal. I wish I had the sound effects for those. All right, third and final move. We come on down again from Mario 64, one of my favorites. We got a V-sit hold. So I'm down to the ground. I'm gonna lift my chest upwards. I'm gonna take my hands to the ground right now, and I'm gonna lift my legs up. Okay, so right here, I'm just gonna try and hold on to this V-sit hold. Now, if you remember from one of the levels in Mario 64, we are on our butt and we're racing against the penguin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right or left, and you're gonna have to twist and turn right or left. I can use my hands to turn, and I'll kind of drive the knee in to kind of rotate to that side. But let's try it. Right, left, right, left, right, left, and drop. Ooh, just the hold is difficult enough. All right, quick little recovery. We're gonna go back up to our feet and then switch to the other leg. Again, take the recovery, especially if you need more. Even if the work starts, it turns green, take rest when you need it. Okay, so now I'm on the opposite leg, push. Opposite leg, push. And again, for those that have pain in the Achilles, in the foot, at the base of the foot, you don't have to add in the calf raise. It could just be a step back and a lunge. And think that I'm stepping up onto a platform, up onto a block. Like you're jumping up to hit a block. Movement-wise, the lunge is such a great movement. Rest. Whew. Such a great movement. Such a universal movement. All right, our triple jump. So now we get a little bit of lateral base movement. Now, triple jump, obviously, in the game is more forward, but we're going to add a little sideways movement into this one, just so we can take the theory of the game and put in a real functional, like, personal training inspired touch to it. So I go step, I go step, I go to the center, and I lift. I go step, step, third jump. Now, the third jump is always a really tough one to hit. Remember? You remember when you play that game and you're like, the timing of that third jump sometimes difficult. So, even in this regards, make it a double jump and just go side to side. I'm staying low, and I'm just pushing my body weight from side to side. My chest stays up, my butt stays back, so I'm getting some work into the back side of my glutes. And rest. All right, step, bump, bump. You got it. That's exactly what we do. That is one of the best regressions out there. More fun than the first move. All right, down to the ground, V-sit. And we're going to add in, we've got right, left. We got speed up and slow down. Speed up, knees come in. Slow down, knees come out. Okay? So hold it, hold the position if you need to. Hold on to your legs. Hold on to your butts. All right, right. Left. Right. Left. Speed up, knees in, squeeze it. Slow down, knees out. Take the hands, use them to support. Speed up. Slow it down. Speed up. Slow it down. Right. Slow it down. Left. Slow it down. Speed it up. And drop. That worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. Yes, that's right. Even when we program these movements, sometimes we think that might work. It also might not work. And that's a good reminder for you all out there to change the movement however you need to. Okay, Okay, you might go through one of these movements that we have planned, and something about it doesn't quite feel right. Can we eliminate the part that doesn't feel right? Can we change the part that doesn't feel right? Can we put in a movement that we like instead? Of course. It's your workout, not mine. I've got some suggestions in how to move and how to move in different planes in different ways. And I encourage you to, if something doesn't feel right, to explore why it doesn't feel right. Because our body should be capable to move in lots of different ways. And throughout the course of our life, we create limitations based off of what we do. Maybe through our jobs, what we do in work, what we do with repetitive wise, how we sit, how we stand, all that stuff. So, so find what that is, become aware of how your body's moving, and go from there. All right, our last round, we got runs, ducks, and jumps. So we're gonna go back to our run. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, duck. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, duck. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this workout, now that we're starting to get a little breathless, is starting to get tougher. And this third and final workout, we bring the complexity and intensity all together. World 3, 3. Your option, of course, march, take a step out, squat, march, take a step forward, and jump forward. All right, rest. All right, I need your eyes and ears. This one's a difficult one. Remember, Mario 64, we got the Bowser throw. Grab onto the tail. So here's what this is gonna look like. I'm gonna start feet forward, hands in front of me, and then off to the side. I'm gonna take my right foot. I'm gonna step out rotating, and I'm gonna swing this arm while I lift my heel and pivot through my foot. Okay, then I come back here and I switch the other side. Take a step out, turning, rotate through the hips and throw the hands up. Back in, turn, twist, rotate. Back in, turn, twist, rotate. Back in, turn, twist, rotate. So long, Bowser. That's what he says in that moment in Mario 64. Feel like I lost everyone on that moment, but I'll take it. All right, rest. One more. It's our red cap moment. Come on down to the ground, brace in through the core. We're gonna activate everything in the back, and we're going flying. Here to the stomach, heels together, squeeze the butt, push the feet up, take the hands and lift them out. You are flying. And now we just hold. And from here you can sway a little bit over to the left, sway a little bit over to the right. Maybe you do that big downward tilt up, get a little bit more air, right to left. And if you need to at any time, rest the arms, rest the upper body, or rest the legs, or everything in between. So I can rest my legs, but then keep my arms up, keep my chest up. Or I can rest my chest and arms, but keep my lower half up. Different ways to make this one more attainable. All right, rest. Whew. All right, this is getting me warm. This is a bit more than a warm-up today. All right, back to our last one. After this round, we are entirely done. Your workout is over. Again, whether you've joined in for all of it, it's all accomplishing. It's all a big accomplishment. Now here, see if you want to move in different ways. I jog 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I squat, maybe I curtsy lunge, maybe I step back, maybe I do something different. And then I run 4 times, and maybe I jump. Maybe I step forward. Maybe I take a big, long jump. Maybe I step back. Maybe I do something different. You pick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing a 1, 2, 3, 4. A turning jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. All right. Heart rate. It's coming. It's coming. That's a good sign. It's a good sign when we can take very simple movements and get our heart rate lifted pretty quickly on it. All right, here comes our throws, our Bowser throws. Remember, feet square, hands in front to the tail, lift, turning, rotate, and swing the arms upwards. Then back in and here. From a different angle, looks like this. I step wide, I rotate, I open the hips, I pivot off the heel and rotate up. I exhale every time I throw. Just be happy I'm not asking you to spin around like freaking crazy before we do that. Not happening. And rest. Last movement, down to the ground. Red hat, turn it, put it on. We're going flying. All the way to the ground. Heels up, or you can keep the legs extended out, but squeeze the butt. Squeeze the butt, lift the hands, take the arms out, and we are soaring. From here, all the left to right movements if we want. See if you can keep your chest off of the ground. Now it's going to be a lot easier or more difficult depending on your fitness level, and that is A-okay. I can take my fingers down to the ground. I can still lift the chest with a little bit of upper body support. Okay, maybe my legs, it's tough to get off the ground. Squeeze the butt. Maybe I just lift one, rotate, or alternate, lifting one up and down. Okay? So many different ways that you can move. All right, and 3, 2, 1, rest. Bum, 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 na, 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 wow. Child's pose, rest. We got there. Give yourself a couple deep breaths here. My recommendation here would be let your heart rate come back down to neutral and find 3 to 5 movements that allow you to stretch out areas that we worked today. Anything in the lower half, we could do quad stretches, we can do standing hamstring stretches, we can do anything rotationally based, hands clasping back for a little upper body stretch. Maybe we bring it forward into a mid-back stretch. Lots of different ways. But other than that, my friends, that is your workout for today. Thanks for coming on in. Hope you enjoy, and we'll see you on the next round.